you feel alone, I'll be the one to bring you home. Sunshine, but you're cold inside. Tell the truth, but you feel you fly. Always running, but you won't catch up. I'll be the one to lift you up.
Hello, guys. Happy Monday. Part transition. Let's play some Somnium files. It's been a couple days since I played this, and I want to get back into it. Okay, yeah, we just arrived here. There's a TV on the wall.
Date, what was that weird show you used to watch? The one with the girls running in slow motion. What was so good about it?
Everything.
There's a TV on the wall.
Man, I could use a drink.
No, you're driving.
Can't you just drive?
Indeed I can. But I refuse.
Why?
Nothing good comes of you being drunk.
There are bottles of alcohol on the shelf. A bar counter. It's a menu. It has writing on the back. Hey, Wolf SK. A beer
I
tap.
don't want to get drunk. I just want to be sobriety impaired. Allow me to ruin your stupid joke before you say it.
It's not stupid.
Beer tap. There are bottles lined up on the counter. Let's count them. 9. 9 bottles. There are 9 bottles on the counter. Just kidding. There are 18. That's how many there are. Let's count carefully. There are 18 bottles lined up on the counter. What? A
Hey,
refrigerator.
Mizuki, you mind cleaning some of your stuff out of the fridge at home?
Not gonna happen.
A refrigerator. A picture on the wall. It's a little odd. There's a poster on the wall. The talented Mr. Dickley. I wonder what that is. Poster on the wall. Flyer. Oh, nice wolf. Slippers and tomatoes. What? Specials are written on the chalkboard. Sofa. There's a table in front of the sofa. A stool. Mizuki is sitting next to me. Are you
No.
tired? No.
And what do you mean by that?
Nothing. Just let me know when you're tired. You can go home anytime you want.
You aren't really worried about me, you just think I'm annoying, right? Don't beat around the bush, just say it. But you know what? It wouldn't matter anyway because I'm not going home.
Having fun at school?
It's okay.
Is it?
Yup.
Do you have a lot of friends?
Yeah. But I don't really like my elementary school friends. They're too immature. I have more fun with Iris and Ota.
I don't know if they're too immature. You're just very mature for your age.
You think so? The kids at school are so stupid. They gossip about who had their first kiss for days. I don't see why that's anyone's business.
These grade schoolers move fast.
Nah, not really. It's pretty normal nowadays.
You haven't kissed anyone yet, have you?
No, I'm not interested in that.
Oh, thank God.
It's been a long time since we did this.
Did what?
Sat at a table together like this. We haven't eaten dinner together in a while. After I finish working on this case, we should do it again.
Why? Because of what happened to my mom and daddy? I don't need that.
Date, this is where you need to take a stronger role as her guardian. Data suggests that children who eat alone are prone to mental imbalances and poor physical condition. The meals you prepare do have sufficient nutritional content. However, you need to make sure that Mizuki is eating all of it. Otherwise, your effort is wasted.
Mizuki, we should at least have one meal together.
I told you I don't want to.
Why not?
Because... I don't like how you hold chopsticks. It makes me sick.
Really now. People have always told me that I have good technique. Some even say it's beautiful.
It's disgusting. Too clean. Besides, there's no point in eating together.
Why is that?
Because you don't talk when you're eating. I don't like sitting in silence.
Well, we don't have to be quiet.
It's fine, I don't like hearing you talk either.
I believe she has entered her teenage rebellion phase a year early.
This is gonna be rough.
What about Renju?
Hey, Date. What did you and Daddy used to talk about when you were here?
I don't remember a lot of it. I was usually drinking pretty hard.
Don't worry, I have everything recorded. In fact, the conversation about you taking care of Mizuki took place here, at Marble.
Really?
The topic was brought up several times afterward, but the first time was here. 4 years ago, after drinking enough liquid courage, Renju asked you to take care of Mizuki. At the time, Renju was recently divorced, buried in work at Lemniscate, and mentally unstable. It was a display of excellent judgment. It was a good thing that he managed to swallow his pride.
You think so? Sometimes, I don't think it was the right move.
You should have more confidence. I guarantee you that it was the best decision.
Let's hope so.
Date, honey. Long time no see.
Hey, Mama, how've you been?
Oh, tired and sore, but not in a fun way.
Watch the innuendo in front of the kid.
Oh, who is this?
Renju's daughter.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, you're... I... Oh, it must have been hard. I saw on the news.
It's okay. Really.
Oh, it must have been so hard. Stupid Ren. What was he thinking, leaving his little girl like this? Oh. Oh.
Hey, Mama. I wanted to ask you some questions about Renju.
Oh. I guess crying isn't gonna solve the thing, is it? Go ahead, ask away. I'll help any way I can.
Sure, one sec, guys. Okay, never mind. Just looking up the voice of this your first time in a place like this?
Yeah, I mean, at some fish pocket they served alcohol, but I've never been to a bar like this.
Well, I would hope not. You're in elementary school.
Well, Daddy invited me along sometimes, but I was too shy to go.
Good call.
I was planning on going one day, when I was old enough to drink. I wanted to go to a bar with Daddy.
Hmm. What's going on, Bear? You need me to give you attention? Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Yeah, you're a good boy.
Not really.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I don't bite. I'm only aggressive when it comes to men 20 through 65.
That's a pretty wide range.
Gotta widen my net for a catch like you, Date, honey.
I think I'll ignore that one.
I think I'll ignore it as well.
I heard that shady characters hang out here. So who are you and how do you fit in?
No one special. I'm just a facilitator.
A facilitator?
People who come in here tend to have very specific interests. I help accommodate.
Oh, okay.
Mama's like, an informant.
That's right. And I won't charge you this time. Just promise to get the bastards who did this to Ren for me.
Hmm. Hey, Mello.
I promise.
How are you? Mama is polishing a dried bonito fish. Part of her daily routine. Come to think of it, I have no idea why. I think I'll ask her one day when the time is right. About Ringe.
Have you heard any rumors about
Just
Renju?
relaxing?
Anything
That's
about
good.
grudges, disputes?
Is it okay to talk in front of Mizuki?
Yes, I want to be here.
Trust me, you couldn't drag her away.
If you say so. Apparently, Ren had some connections with the Kumakura gang.
Uh-oh. We're remembering something.
Yeah, real rough customers. This is their turf.
So Daddy was involved with gangsters.
Mizuki, that company Shoko was running, were they also tied to the Kumakuras?
I don't know.
What else do you remember?
Well, there was the watch incident. I'm sure you remember that one.
Watch incident?
You don't remember? Your drunk ass spilled your beer on Ren's watch. Ren was furious, yelling about how this watch is more important than my life, or whatever. He blew up on you. That was the only time I've ever seen Ren that mad. That's why I remember it so well.
Was it this
we
watch?
found his watch, yeah. I pulled out the watch I had in my pocket. It was the one that I found in the oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Yeah, that's it. Why do you have it? Was it at the scene? Ren was given that watch by his lover. It was an anniversary gift, I think.
Lover?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot Mizuki was here.
No, it's fine.
But of course, it wasn't an affair. This was all after he was divorced.
Daddy had a new lover.
Oh. Going to the
You
bathroom?
remember where it is.
Yeah, outside, right?
This is a small establishment that does not have its own restrooms.
Wait, you're leaving?
Oh, scared of me, huh?
No, it's just...
Mama, keep an eye on her.
Sure thing. Don't have too much fun in there.
In the bathroom? Gave her a nod and a wave and left.
Iba, get boss on the line.
Got it.
What's up?
Mizuki is at a bar called Marble down in Golden Yokocho. Send someone over to pick her up.
What?
Not at the hospital?
Yeah, she snuck out. I
Dude,
took her
she's
along
gonna be
while I was
so
doing some work, but
pissed.
I can't take her any further.
Understood. I'll send someone.
Counting on you, boss.
Are you going to leave Mizuki here?
Yes. I can't take her into a Yakuza den.
Dude, you should just have that really hard conversation with her. You shouldn't just abandon her.
Who's this asshole? You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
All right. Bye then.
Hey, Date!
What? Ugh, I hate dealing with these chumps.
Didn't you hear me? Do you want to die, old man? You bastard!
Okay.
Sorry for the late introduction. I'm with the MPD.
A cop, huh? So, you want to explain what the fuck a cop is doing in my office?
I think we should exchange names before exchanging expletives.
Name's MoMA, the Warhorse. Don't give a fuck what your name is.
All right, MoMA. I have a few things I want to ask you. What do you know about the new Cyclops serial killings? Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura had their left eye pulled out and were murdered. And I think you know something about it.
Saw it on the news. But we had nothing to do with it. Even if we did, we wouldn't spill to no cops.
Okay. There's a locker near the window. Kind of permanent. Company philosophy on the wall. If you accidentally enter a bar instead of a restaurant, don't feel obligated to order a drink. Even if the bartender gives you that order a damn drink look. That's a weird company motto. Company philosophy is like a summary of the ideas and goals of that company. Okay.
Hey, Iba, look. A flying squirrel taking a nap.
It is clearly a tiger.
Tiger Wreck. A knife one of them was carrying. The kind that knifes nicely at night. It's just knife on the floor. Last month's schedule is written on the board. Last month's schedule is written on the board. The entrance.
Hey, Iva. It's pronounced partition and not partition.
I know how it's pronounced.
Okay. Skinny one, he's completely out.
There would be no point in talking to him in that state.
There, what's wrong? I don't know what's wrong with you, but... Chair. It's a desk, it probably belongs to someone in the gang. Ton of things on top. Lockers are lined up on the wall. That one, he's holding his stomach in pain.
I got nothing to say to you.
Okay. The door to the next room.
A bronze dragon.
A bronze dragon holding a golden ball.
Golden ball, huh? It's kind of frightening seeing all these lanterns lined up. Scary lanterns. Scary lanterns.
You don't have to repeat it.
There are lanterns with Kumakura written on them.
What does a guy like the chairman need this for? He probably just uses it for porn.
Not every man in the world is like you, Date.
There's a PC on top of the desk. Chairman's desk. Keyboard. There's a telephone on the desk. It's like the Dragon Ball dragon. Kumakura crest. Shinto shrine. There are files lined up on the shelves. Window. The chairman's chair. The man sitting in the chairman's seat is named MoMA. Where's the chairman?
What? The chairman is right in front of you.
What?
I run the Kumakura gang. I'm MoMA Kumakura.
That can't be right. The chairman of the Kumakuras is Rohan. You aren't the chairman.
Yo, asshole! You need a lesson in manners?
Date, wait. I did some research and discovered that Rohan Kumakura died last year. He leapt to his death from the roof of a building.
A suicide.
But MoMA did not take over last year. MoMA took over 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
What? About renting.
I told you, I got nothing to say. You deaf or something?
Choco.
Don't know nothing about her. I know her face and her name. It was on the news. Nothing else.
Shoko is part of an investment fraud scheme, and I have it on good authority that a certain Yakuza gang was helping her.
Wouldn't know nothing about that, cop.
Date, a minute please.
What is it?
Do you see the sofa in the reception area? There is an ashtray on top of the coffee table.
What about it?
It is peculiar. Thermal imaging reveals that they are both warm.
The sofa and ashtray. Part of the cushion is still red.
Just as I thought.
One of the cigarette butts, the tip
Hey,
is
Iva.
reddish.
Can you turn off the thermal vision?
Sure.
I see. The cigarette brand is Klein.
Why is that relevant?
Small details will come in useful later. Trust me.
Was there someone here recently?
What are you talking about? You're the first guest today. Although you are an uninvited guest.
Don't lie now. Someone was sitting on the sofa and smoking very recently.
How do you know that?
I just do.
Oh, right. I remember now. Just a bit ago, one of our guys was on the sofa.
Are you talking about these guys right here?
Yeah.
Not possible. When I came in,
You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
Who's this asshole?
neither of them was on the sofa. And neither of them was smoking.
They left.
Who left?
An insurance salesman. Right before you came in.
I don't think so. I didn't pass by anyone on my way here. And I happen to know this office only has one entrance and one exit. Which means, whoever it is, they're still in this office somewhere. Let me check the back.
Why you want to do that?
I just wanted to say hello to our guest.
I'm telling you, you're the only one here.
Oh, then you won't mind me checking.
Yeah, cause the
Just
hey
get
Gretch.
out of here, cop.
There must be someone they don't want us to see. Somewhere behind that wall.
Who dat?
Just as I thought.
This must be whoever was sitting on the sofa and smoking earlier.
My evolver can shoot right through this wall. I should shoot him.
We have to rip our shirt
Wait.
off first.
Is he not getting enough?
What?
Never mind. The person behind the wall is unarmed.
Wait, what? Ah, why is it doing that? My evolver can shoot right through the wall. I should shoot him. Wait. Is he not getting enough? What? Never mind, the person behind the wall is unarmed.
I cannot approve the use of evolver in this situation.
Damn it.
My brain hurts already.
Date, a porno mag at your feet.
What?
What? Hey! Did you just shoot at me?
Whoa!
Hey, whoa, wait a minute!
Even his boss was like, wait a minute, we're in our own office, will you not?
Date, load evolver with explosive rounds. Aim for the dragon's gold ball on the right.
The what?
Not the Dragon Ball.
Oh, that. Why?
Just do it!
How do I... Okay.
Iva, you saved me.
Everything happened as I simulated it.
So, where's this porno mag?
You idiot. There is no adult magazine. However, I know that your reaction time is up to 3.6 times faster when you are excited. I simply took advantage of that behavior.
What the hell? You're a grown man. Aren't you too old to be playing with toys?
Shit!
Hey, coward! I see you. Show your face! I know you.
I don't.
That's...
Sejima, so, Congressman.
What is this guy doing here?
It's so Saijima, a member of Congress. I see him so often on TV, it feels like I met him before. What are you doing
I've had
here?
a relationship with the Kumakura
Hey,
since
Omega.
back when Rohan was running things. I had business nearby, so I stopped here for a visit. Whatever conspiracy theory you're imagining in your head, you can forget it. This is strictly business.
Strictly business? A congressman meeting with Yakuza? How are you gonna spin that?
It's true. I imagine my public image will be dragged through the mud. But we haven't done anything illegal. If you want to accuse me of such wrongdoing, then by all means. I just happen to think such gossip is better suited for tabloids.
Okay. About Renju.
The president of Lemniscate? We aren't friends, but I did meet him a few times through work.
What work were you doing to meet up with the head of an entertainment company?
It was just some party hosted by some company or other. It's not unusual. Events with those uptight stuffed shirts can be rather dull. So they have some young women from an entertainment office attend. Anyway, we only saw each other a few times. I don't even remember what we spoke about.
Do you have an alibi for yesterday and the day before?
I went to work, then went home.
So, you have no alibi.
No, I always have my bodyguards near me. If you want to, you can ask them.
Bodyguard testimony can be unreliable. There is a possibility that they would lie to protect Mr. Sajima.
I agree. We can't trust that.
Okay. So I was standing there looking rather irritated. This guy's face. Do you have an alibi for yesterday and the day before?
Us Kumakuras are a branch of the Ujisaki family. The Ujisaki family runs a yearly golf tournament. Mandatory attendance. We were all at the tournament those days. We only got back this morning. You can ask the hotel. They'll tell you.
Date, I did some research. The hotel's record of guests does list the Kumakura members. They were also seen on several surveillance cameras. It is not possible that any of the Kumakuras could have killed Shoko,
Right, Mello?
including Moma.
I heard that the former head of the Kumakuras committed suicide last year.
Yeah, what's it to you?
Nothing at all. I just want to talk about it.
Rohan was my older brother.
Oh.
He was my big brother in this organization, and my blood brother. 6 years ago, he got sick in the head. He got sent to a special hospital. And naturally, because I'm his brother and next in line, I was the successor. That's all I'm gonna say. You want to know more? Hire a private eye.
Okay.
Well, I guess there's no point hiding it now. I lied earlier, when I said I didn't know her.
I thought so. You and the Kumakuras were a part of the fraud scheme Shoko was organizing.
Yep. Whenever any wise-ass investors gave her trouble, we handled it.
Exactly as I suspected. Shoko was affiliated with the Kumakuras.
About Renju.
I've been looking after that guy since high school. It was the usual stuff. I had him help me with a lot of work. But now, it's kind of the opposite, you know? We're
Is that
getting work from
Ichiban's
him.
voice?
Well, we were.
Momo's voice?
Now that he's dead, though.
What work did he have you do?
The usual. If Talon at his office was causing trouble or something.
You ever get into any disputes with Renju doing this work?
No way, he paid good money. I've never even gotten into an argument with the guy.
Momo is giving me a glare.
The victim prior to Renju? I believe Moma introduced me to her.
Introduced?
We were just having drinks. Shoko stopped by to say hello.
Right. We didn't talk about anything.
You're trying to give me the runaround.
Indeed. Date, I have determined that these individuals have nothing further to add. Even if they are involved, they will not volunteer any more information.
Okay.
We need solid evidence to move forward with the investigation.
You're right.
Date, a call from Lemniscate.
Connected.
Date? It's me! You remember, like, how you said to call you if Ota came? Well, he's here now, so I guess I'm calling you.
Got it. I'm on my way.
Okay, wow.
Where you going?
That's none of your concern. Moma, Congressman Sajima, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'll come back soon.
Oh, cool, Gratch.
We'll swap drinking stories.
Thank you for checking that.
You serious?
Let's go, Iba.
Roger.
Man, maybe I'm just not far enough in, but this is one of... so far I'm a little bit like meh on this game because There's no gameplay. It's just you just like click on stuff. I mean, I guess the gameplay is in the memories or whatever, but even that, it's like I don't know. There's not much in the puzzles, and they're so far apart from each other. At least like VLR, you're doing puzzles a good chunk of the time. I don't know. Iba is on? Oh.
This is all really suspicious.
What is?
Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras. There's definitely something going on there.
I agree. But I am not sure it is linked to the new Cyclops serial killings. We need to do further investigation.
Ah! Impossible. How did a jellyfish get in here? So shiny, too.
You utter idiot. It's me.
Renju?
Do I look like Renju?
Yeah, I really hear on now that you say it.
It's me.
Boss?
Date, seriously.
Then, are you... Mom?
Idiot. They must have increased your dosage too much.
My dosage? Anyway, you're Iba, right? Why are you here?
They're
Looking like that.
really rubbing in
I just thought I would protect
They're drugging
myself.
him and not telling
I
him
seem
anything
lonely.
too.
How are you doing this?
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality. You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right? I looked into that. Unfortunately, I did not find anything in our database that could connect the two.
I see.
However, I did discover some rumors on the internet. Most of them come
Ah,
across as
the
gossip or
internet.
conspiracy theories. But would you like to hear them regardless?
Please.
How's your appearance?
Come to think of it, you look kind of like you do when you're in Somnium. What's that about?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't usually look like that. You have a Somnium form and another form.
Oh, this?
Yes, that. Why are you doing this now?
I was bored last night, so
Huh?
I thought you would like it.
Why would I like it?
Well, I did attempt to shape myself to your preference.
Well,
You could
see,
do
the trick
that,
is, Scratch,
change it.
this road is
will
never ending
not.
and perfectly straight.
Why
So,
not?
Because I won't.
I'm gonna get used to this new look.
I fear you would eventually grow tired of the other form as well. I just wanted to change my look a little. Think of it as a haircut.
Pretty drastic haircut.
Exactly, Gresh.
Mr. Tsujima currently resides in Azabu. He lives in a mansion, a restored samurai castle. But 20 years ago, So Tsujima lived elsewhere. In the Kawasaki district, to be exact. He lived there until he was 40 years old. The Tsujima family owned a vast amount of real estate in the district. Adjusting for inflation, the land was valued above 30 billion yen. The Tsujima family sold off its holdings. 6 months later, the incident occurred.
The explosion at the chemical plant.
This caused Kawasaki to become a restricted area. And of course, land prices fell drastically to less than 1/30th their original value. What are your thoughts?
The timing is certainly suspicious. To sell that amount of land just 6 months before it happened.
There is another interesting fact. After the accident, Sosajima purchased all of the land back for just 1 billion yen.
So he's got 29 billion yen in his pocket and 1 billion yen of land.
Correct. Despite the horrific accident, the Sajima family is no worse off.
True. But I don't see the point of it. It's not like he got anything out of it.
That would be true, but there is more to this story. There is
Hey,
another
California
important
vacation.
fact. After the land prices in the Kawasaki region crashed...
Dude, I am like
we will
losing
have
my
to
ability to
continue
focus on this
conversation
so
later.
fast.
I am receiving a call from headquarters.
Is this Special Agent Date from Abyss? My name is Akaska, from HQ. I'm investigating the Shoko Nadami case. There's something that you need to hear.
What is it?
We got a phone call earlier from a prisoner at Fuchu Prison.
A prisoner?
We saved the call. I think you should give it a listen. Who is this?
In here, I'm known as number 89.
What is this call concerning?
I know who killed Shoko Nadami. And if you let me out of here,
I know that
I will
voice.
tell you who it is. I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain. He will kill again, you know. And he'll take their eye while they're still alive. There will be more bodies. If you want to stop this serial killer, I suggest you take my offer. I'll be seeing you.
I'm pretty sure that was the voice of a certain
That's
ace
what I
detective
thought
in
too.
Persona 4.
However, we got the call yesterday afternoon, before Renju was killed. In other words,
You're saying he predicted the second crime?
yeah, I think he did. That's why I thought I should contact you.
Good idea. Thanks, Detective.
Good luck.
Do you think there's anything to this?
I don't know.
Oh, Date.
What's wrong? You look like you have a lot on your
He
mind.
was?
Yeah, I just found out online. The corpse at Bloom Park. That was Renju's ex-wife, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So that was Mizuki's mom. Mizuki saw her own mom. And I just left her. But I didn't know. I knew her as Shoko Nadami. Her last name is different. I didn't know that was Mizuki's mother. I want to apologize to her. I need to tell her that I'm sorry.
Guys, does this... Does this game pick up? I'm struggling here. I feel like so very little has happened. And so very little has been like even under my control, really. Like, I've made one choice. There's like no gameplay. It's driving me nuts. Like, the story is good, it's really slow. I mean, I know that, Gretch. I guess my question is just like, does it pick up? Because the story is good. I just want there to be more. And as a big fan of the 999 series, I know that like the story will get more interesting. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll try to at least get to a second choice point. Wow, it's a lot. It's a lot. Alright. We're here. Where have you been?
Nowhere. Just doing my normal routine.
I don't know your normal routine.
I went to a doujin store to look at the new releases. Then I ate some ramen at Jiro's, and then headed over to the PC cafe to browse threads. You know, normal.
Sodium
That's normal?
piles.
I haven't had a normal day in my life.
I'm the saltiest part about this game, I think. Though when you said that, I did glance at my title to make sure I didn't typo and put sodium.
I don't know anything. I've only seen Renju a couple of times.
I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at lying.
Though it is plainly obvious, I did a thermal check on Ota's body. This is his current body temperature.
That's what I thought. Have you forgotten, Ota? You're my thrall.
Reading is hard.
You don't want me to tell Iris
basically
your secret,
100% of the time.
Huh?
So it's
wait,
typing.
it's no big deal. I just...
You better start talking.
Okay.
AI, the salty files, yeah.
Last night, I was walking over to Sunfish Pocket, and I saw Renju come out of the building.
Was he alone? Someone was with him. A man. No.
Oh, okay.
woman.
Californication.
So
there's not gonna be like puzzles.
Okay, look.
Like VLR has.
I can
I'm
tell you're
guessing.
trying to protect her, but you have to help me out here. Was it Iris?
No, it definitely for sure wasn't Tessa.
Got it. So Renju was with Iris.
Okay, fine. There's no point in hiding it, I guess. You're right. Renju came out of the building with Tessa. But Tessa has nothing to do with this. She wouldn't murder anyone. She wouldn't hurt a fly. She's an idol. Idols don't kill people.
You need to stop putting her on a pedestal.
Tessa is a savior to me. The Tessa I know wouldn't hurt anyone.
A savior?
The first time I met her, I had a bad case of writer's block. And I saw all this awful negativity online, and I lost sight of what I really wanted to write. It was the lowest point of my life.
He is talking like a professional, though he hasn't published anything.
Yeah.
Then, by pure chance, I found a video of Tessa singing and dancing. And it made me realize something important. You don't have to care what people think, you know? If you do your best at what you believe in, your message will get through to people. That attitude is something all great creators need to have. After that, I became a huge A-Set fan and got over my writer's block. And I know I'm not the only one Tessa has inspired. A lot of otaku like me say that Tessa is their savior. She cheers them up when they're down. So there's no way Tessa can be involved in
Which is
murder.
why I lie to her and
Absolutely
then
impossible.
say horrible things about her on the internet and then also defend her because, you know. She's my savior.
Mizuki didn't seem like she was angry with you.
What? You met Mizuki? Oh, at the interrogation.
That's right. He doesn't know I live with Mizuki. I have no reason to hide it, but it's sort of hard to explain. Yeah, I spoke to Mizuki at her, questioning earlier.
You're sick, Date.
What?
Questioning? That sounds dirty. If I were writing a light novel, that's exactly how I would describe a sexy scene.
What kind of novels are you writing, kid?
Okay.
But do you suspect her?
I need to hear her side of the story. If I do, I might find out she's totally innocent. If you truly believe that she didn't do it, you should tell me everything you know.
But...
Do it for Iris.
Okay, what time did they leave the building?
Around 6:15, I guess.
Where did they go?
I didn't see. They got into Renju's car and drove off.
And what did you do?
I went inside Sunfish Pocket, but I saw a sign that said the entire club was reserved. I figured I would just go home.
What happened?
What?
Date.
Iris, there's something I need to ask you. Come with me.
Why did Ota have that look on his face? My gosh. Who would have thought he saw a dead body over there? Why did you murder and why is there a cat on her butt?
Iris, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer honestly. However, you do not have to say anything that might incriminate you.
The right to remain silent? You're treating me like a criminal.
Not exactly. I'm just looking for the truth, and I would appreciate your cooperation.
Okay. Is Ota's story true?
Here's what Ota told me. Yesterday around 6:15 p.m., you and Renju came out of the Sunfish Pocket building. Is that true?
Yes. Mr. Okiura called me and told me he wanted me to come to Sunfish Pocket, ASAP.
Around what time was that?
5 p.m., I think. I got ready, then headed over there. I guess I got there about an hour later.
Date, I checked her call history. At 4:58 p.m., there is a record of a call to Iris from Renju's phone.
What were you doing?
What were you doing with Renju?
He asked me about a job.
What kind of job?
He rented out Sunfish Pocket for a party and he wanted me to MC. He said that it was an important party and that a lot of big shots were gonna be there. But the girl he asked to do it originally got sick and couldn't come. But I turned him down.
Why?
Because I'm just an internet idol. I've never done any MCing before. Especially with important people being there.
What did you do after you turned him down?
What did you do after you turned him down?
I left with Mr. Okiura.
Hanako couldn't make it.
At 6:15 p.m. That must have been when Ota saw me.
And after that?
I asked Mr. Okiura to take me home in his car. I got home at 7 p.m. I was home the rest of the night.
What do you think, Aiba?
I cannot detect any contradictions. However, her story appears almost too organized. Human memory is ambiguous. Her use of exact times leads me to be suspicious.
That's true. I heard you used to work at Sunfish Pocket.
That's right.
How long?
A little over a year.
Working there that long, you're probably pretty familiar with the equipment.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you have an alibi?
What were you doing from 7 to 9 last night?
I was at home the whole time.
You're sure?
Yes.
Iba, thermograph.
There is no noticeable rise in Iris's body temperature.
She isn't lying.
Not necessarily. We must consider the possibility that she is a natural liar.
With that kind of confidence, her temperature wouldn't change.
Correct.
Renju's estimated time of death was 8 p.m. last night. If Iris's story is true, she couldn't have done it.
There is another possibility. Even if Iris was at home, she could have killed Renju.
You mean...
Can't remember your mother about your
I'll
alibi?
ask again. You are sure you were at home around 8 p.m. yesterday?
Yes.
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
You can, but there'd be no point.
Why is that?
My mom wasn't home. She came back home early this morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
Where was she?
I don't know.
You don't know. Come to think of it, Iris's mom had connections to Renju too.
Hitomi did mention that yesterday.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
She was out killing someone for me. Yeah.
However, we have nothing to link her to the case.
But I am curious. What was Hitomi doing last night?
Surveillance camera.
What about the surveillance camera? Do you know where those tapes were stored?
What are you trying to say?
Okay.
When did you find out Renju was killed?
This morning, on the news.
And you were with Renju last night? You didn't think to call the police and inform them of this?
Oh, sorry. Is that something you're supposed to do? I had a podcast to record this morning, so if I went to the police, I'd be late. And that would cause everyone a lot of trouble, you know?
Okay.
Am I a suspect?
It's not like that.
It's fine, Date. It's true that I met with Mr. Okiura yesterday, but how do I put this? It's impossible that I'm the killer.
Why?
I'm a teenage girl. Mr. Okiura is a fully grown man.
Oh, she's got a point. A girl like her could have stabbed, poisoned, or shot him dead, but strangling?
No, it's still possible. You see.
Here we go. Here's some, like, Danganronpa shiz. Okay. So... I think the oil drum, he's like on a pulley, basically. Elevator record.
Sunfish Pocket is located on the second floor. According to the records, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, the elevator stopped on the second floor at 8:50. The total weight detected in the elevator.
Okay, yeah, that was them on the elevator. That doesn't really prove anything.
The oil drum inside Sunfish Pocket, the type that has a lid you can open, with about a 200-liter capacity. Empty, it weighs approximately 44 pounds. The autopsy determined that Renju vacated his bowels for muscle relaxation upon death. However, no trace of this was found on the corpse or at the scene. This means that it is highly likely Renju was killed elsewhere and moved to where he was found.
I know this watch. It's Renju's favorite. I found it inside an oil drum at Sunfish Pocket. That means...
I think this shows the body was in the oil drum. What's this?
The autopsy discovered a high concentration of benzodiazepine in Renju's body. This drug is commonly used as a sedative. It is likely that Renju was in a state of compromised consciousness before his death.
That might also kind of help what we're trying to explain.
A heavy concentration of sedatives were discovered in Renju's body. Renju was practically in a coma before he died. He wouldn't have struggled.
So, Iris could have strangled him.
There we go. Okay, yeah.
Wait a minute. Even if I was somehow able to kill him, the rest of it is impossible.
The rest of it?
Like hanging up his body?
How do you know that?
What do you mean? It's
How do you
all
know his
over the
body was
news.
hanging?
That's true. Renju weighed about 160 pounds. Even if she used her entire body weight, I don't think she could have hauled him up.
Right. It would be hard for her to do it with her strength alone. But
It's
with a
on
little
a
ingenuity, it
pulley
could be
system.
done.
Yeah.
Ingenuity?
Okay, what are these?
Renju's corpse was discovered at the maid cafe Sunfish Pocket, hanging from a beam on the ceiling by a wire.
Oh,
He was found over the counter.
my headset's
The wire was
dying.
attached on both ends. One end was attached to a hook that was embedded inside Renju's jaw. The other end was attached to beer kegs found on the floor. The kegs hold approximately 20 liters of liquid. They weigh approximately 55 pounds each.
Okay. Oh yeah, hey Snark. You kind of snuck in, huh? I don't know if that's really what I'm trying to say. Maybe this?
I don't think so, Date. This is irrelevant to the question of how to lift Renju's body.
Okay. Okay, so maybe, yeah.
It went like this. First,
Snark.
Renju was laid out on the counter. Next, the wire was thrown over the beam and connected to the hook in his jaw. Then all you need to do is put the 3 beer kegs on the counter.
You think a teenage girl could have done that?
I'm sure it was hard. The kegs weighed 55 pounds each. But that's not impossible, even for a teenage girl.
I guess it isn't impossible.
After that, you get on top of the
My
counter,
backpack weighed that
hook
much
the
in
other
middle
end of the
school, so
wires to
not
the kegs,
impossible.
and then, what do you think happens if you kick the kegs off the counter?
The 3 kegs weighed 165 pounds altogether. Renju weighs 5 pounds less. I guess that would make it possible. But there is one more thing.
What?
Considering the state of the crime scene, it's clear Renju was killed elsewhere and brought to where we found him. If Iris is the culprit, how did she move the body?
Hey!
I know,
That's probably how
I
the
know.
oil drum comes into play.
You're going to say you couldn't have moved a 160-pound body.
Unfortunately for her, she could have.
How?
Okay, now this is where I say. The watch. The oil drum.
Do you know what this is? It's Renju's favorite watch. This was discovered inside an empty oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Hey, Date, I know you're on a roll right now, but could you please report things like that according to protocol?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that it wouldn't be so hard to move a body if it were in a cylinder. You would just have to roll it.
So you're saying Renju's body was moved inside the drum, which is how the watch came off. But the suspect didn't notice it.
I'm not saying anything for sure. Just pointing out that it's possible.
I didn't do it! You don't even have any witnesses! If I were rolling an oil drum in the middle of the street, people would have noticed!
You could have put it in a car and driven it.
I don't have a license!
Doesn't mean you can't drive. Even an AI can drive nowadays.
Are you mocking me?
Don't make sudden outbursts like that.
You insulted me.
Just be quiet.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, I would think so, Snark, yeah.
Anyway, Iris, you weigh about 105 pounds, right?
Where is this coming from?
If only you weighed more. Or less.
That is none of your business.
No, I mean that your weight is relevant to the case. If the oil drum was used to transport the corpse, then the possibility of the suspect being around 105 pounds is extremely likely.
Why do you say that?
Okay. So that. I know it's not enough. I know. What's this?
Renju's estimated TOD is yesterday, around 8 p.m. Numerous hemorrhages in the blood vessels of the throat and face indicate strangulation. The weapon used to commit the murder was some kind of twisted cloth. The criminal likely wrapped it around Renju's neck and pulled. Renju then, the more precise cause. In short, Renju.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Okay.
You are trying to prove that the suspect weighed around 105 pounds. Your thinking is correct, but you need better evidence.
I don't know. The oil drum.
Iris, on which floor is Sunfish Pocket located?
On the second floor?
That's right. So, I checked the elevator records. Before the corpse was discovered, the elevator only stopped at the second floor once, at 8:55 p.m. And we discovered that the total cargo weight on the elevator was about 310 pounds. Renju weighed 160. The oil drum weighs 44. Together, that's about 205. Subtracting that from 310.
This doesn't look good.
Why are you...
Now, this obviously doesn't prove you're the murderer. A lot of people weigh 105 pounds. Or someone could have put 105 extra pounds in the elevator, sent it up, and taken the stairs to throw us off the trail. However,
Like, she's like, why are you doing math at me?
Dante, stop. Iris is acting strange. Don't turn around.
why not?
Just stay put. Keep your eyes on the wall. There are several cameras in this room. 2 surveillance cameras installed at the corners of the ceiling, and 1 camera on a tripod. I hacked each to gain access to their recordings. Look at this.
She's fidgeting around. Is she doing something under the desk?
That's what it looks like. But we need to confirm something before we confront her. We need to know that she's in fact doing something under the desk.
Without turning around?
Yes.
How would I do that? Ah, shit. Iris, what are you thinking? What is that thing?
Hey, answer me, Iris.
She's definitely hiding something, Date. Sync with her.
Also, why didn't they take her phone away before they started interrogating her? It seems kind of weird.
How about it, Date? Think you can do it?
Not a problem. Get it started.
The time limit is 6 minutes. So before time is up...
I know.
Then, let's begin.
I gotta say, I already liked the showing the evidence part a lot better than most of the gameplay we've seen so far. Give me more of that.
What is this place?
It looks depressing. How is this related to Iris?
Unknown, but there must be a connection.
Iris, what are you hiding?
She's hiding a TV.
Activate!
Shoom, shoom, shoom. Mental lock 1. Sinking in the vein. Discover Iris' secret. A mysterious room, videos, and a strange device. You may be able to find truth. Alright. Look at the blood. Watch the murder. The blood? Doors?
A double door.
Open.
It doesn't open.
It's the same audio file as the 999
A double door.
door trying to open sound. Tackle it.
Hiya! Hiya!
Stop that! You're not helping!
So... I guess there's no blood. I'm kind of confused by that.
A CRT TV.
Spin the dial. Oh.
Stop!
What the...
What is this video?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
What? What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
Wait, so I could have looked at blood, but I didn't see anything. That's gonna bug me. Because I didn't see blood. B. Strangle it.
A torso with a head.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
What? No! No! I didn't want. Oh my god.
Use.
Their guard is up. You have to loosen them up first.
What do you mean?
The traditional approach would be to start.
I'd
with
say
the
I'm pretty
side.
confident I missed something,
are not
Snark,
going to
because it
help,
told
should
me
I
in the
choke
corner
you
that I had
instead?
2 options,
You should try that on them.
but I couldn't find
They
the
might be
other
into
option.
that.
Date, please stop.
Okay, I'm so annoyed. I didn't want to do that.
A torso with a head.
3 minutes, Date.
I know, because I didn't want to do that. Use that. Yes.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
I'm tired of this. But we have no choice but to investigate.
I think I did spend it on something that took a long time. I was trying to swap to something else with but the problem is the arrow keys are the options, but the time ones are with the triggers, and I just messed up. I didn't do what I wanted to do. Operating table, that's creepy. TV in the corner. Let's go to TV. Oh no, beat it to death. Beat what to death? This?
A full body mirror.
Four seconds.
Are you sure I can break this mirror?
No, I don't think you have the strength to break it.
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
Just punch it, and I'm not a pervert. You see? It won't break.
What was the point of that?
I am gonna have to retry this.
An operating table.
What?
Who do you intend I operate on?
Can you just pretend to do it?
Pretend to do it? Nothing's happening. How disappointing.
Damn. I thought it might trigger a memory to recreate itself or something.
Perhaps you should abandon that line of thinking.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
An old television. That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer. It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed.
Did you restart now?
The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Let's go.
I'm gonna. So
Date,
long
you've got
time.
less than 30 seconds.
A torso
I know, man.
similar to a fashion mannequin.
40.
I didn't get hit, did I?
There is no effect on your body, Date.
Hit my soul hard enough.
While you were unconscious, a television and an old book appeared.
I want to get off this ride.
If my calculations are correct, it will be over soon.
Let's hope you're right.
I really screwed up.
Time's up.
Um. Yeah, I think at this point, anything I do, I'm just gonna have to restart.
An old-fashioned TV.
Yeah. Turn the dial.
Please. Help me. Help me.
This was the third victim of the original Cyclops killer.
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on TV.
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Right.
Date, we're out of time.
Damn! What the hell is this place?
Okay, try this again.
What is this place?
It looks depressing.
Unknown.
Iris.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Shoom, shoom, shoom. Okay. Is it over there, maybe? Aha! Where do I touch it?
What?
That's not blood. Look at the blood. You know, I like this part of the game. It's fine. I just messed up on this one. The most game part of the game, at
A
least.
CRT TV.
Alright, we will spin dial. Maybe hitting the TV leads to the blood, I don't know. We'll just go the path we went.
Stop!
What is this video?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
What? What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
Okay. So we went to path B. We need to go strangle this.
A torso with a head.
If it has a head,
What would you call?
Oh, I have to use the negative on this one? I guess I don't have to use it. It's only 90 seconds though, I feel like that's pretty low.
even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room...
I'm tired of this.
Okay. It's fine. Go over here.
4 minutes.
An old
Okay. Then change it to 10. Yeah, that's true, Snark. I could do that.
That video showed the face of a victim of the original. It appeared to be this.
What is going? Iris has something to.
Unknown.
Guess that means we have to.
Indeed.
Okay.
The oil drum, shelf.
Okay.
Let's go.
So now we want to beat it to death.
A torso similar to a.
Okay. We'll do this. We'll do that. And that.
I didn't get hit, did I?
There is no effect on your body, Date.
Hit my soul hard enough.
While you were unconscious.
I want to get off this ride.
If my calculations are correct.
Let's hope you're right.
Okay, shoot to death. Over here.
An old-fashioned.
This.
Please. Help me. Help me.
I'll be excited for these to get like harder too, as I imagine they will. This is the most interesting
This was the third victim of
gameplay
the
in the
original
game.
Cyclops killer.
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on.
She even reproduced the circum.
Date, we have no direct evidence.
Right.
Okay. Shoot to
3 minutes,
death.
Dante.
What do we got in here? Be careful what you wish for. Yeah. Nah, I know. Some of the puzzles in VLR were really brutal. I mean, the only thing I can think of is shooting the, Oh wait. I don't have a gun, do I? Okay, gun is... over... there? Where's the gun? No. I need to look this way. The locker? Am I blind? Oh.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
Jump. Investigate.
It is a pistol. It appears to be fixed with a vise.
Why would this be here?
What's this? The trigger. There is a stick in the hole of the trigger guard.
That's suspicious.
Okay. What else have I got in here? Hum 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 hum.
A revolver.
Jump.
Weekly Shonen?
Don't say it.
I did the best I could. I am not a cyborg, and thus I cannot reach that height. This is not my fault.
Nobody's blaming you.
I had a feeling. Okay.
A common gas. A double door.
Open.
It doesn't open. We don't have to worry about it.
You have less than 2 minutes,
A
Date.
common
Hurry.
gas.
Okay.
If you can't, then
It is meant to be closed?
I think so.
A common gas.
What if you kick it?
Are you okay?
It hurts. I might not be able to stand for a while.
Don't give up. I believe in you.
I believe that you are more of a sadist than you let on.
Okay.
You have 1 minute left.
Do want to see what this is before we restart from checkpoint. Okay.
It is a thick book.
To read. Oh. No. There we go.
It has not been well preserved. Most of the ink has faded.
Can you tell what kind of book it is?
It is probably a book on... insects! It's a book on insects!
Don't get excited. I know how you love bugs. Does this book belong to Iris?
I
That's
didn't
some
know she
real
liked
excitement.
insects, and to read the book so often that it wears out.
Well, we can't prove it's Iris's.
True. We cannot conclude anything.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
An illustrated reference. Just a locker.
Throw it at the gun! Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Listen. Let's do Grax's idea. Let's throw it at the gun.
An illustrated reference.
Throw it!
Fly away now. It disappeared.
Maybe it wasn't that special.
Time's
We
up.
tried. Okay, how do I retry? This one? Okay, we haven't done like the medicine bottle.
3 minutes, Date.
A drug bottle that holds
Chug it? That seems like a really good idea.
Do not pressure me, Date,
Pressure you?
into drinking alcohol.
Is it alcohol?
Well, unknown.
This is for an investigation. I'm ordering you to drink it.
You are exploiting your position of power. I will set up a labor union.
An AI labor union? Sounds dystopian.
I won't drink it.
Fine.
A drug bottle that holds... a syrupy smell, like sweet almonds.
Syrup? You think they were baking a cake or something?
If it isn't syrup, it's nitroglycerin.
Why is that here?
Nitroglycerin reacts violently upon light impact. It needs to be mixed to lower its sensitivity.
Mixed with what?
Acetone.
Acetone?
It is best that we do not disturb this for now.
Right.
A full-body mirror. Can you talk?
Can you talk?
What?
What? Don't copy me.
What? Don't copy me.
Pervert. Date is a pervert.
Pervert. Date is a pervert.
Why do I have to get called a pervert? And twice?
Word it!
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
An old-fashioned...
Oh no.
Iris has still more memories like this?
Memories can get pretty mixed up in dreams. You can invent bizarre things, but this isn't ambiguous at all. It's too vivid.
Right.
You have 1 minute
An
left.
old-fashioned TV...
I can turn the dial again. Oh, maybe I didn't do that this time. Okay. I don't even remember anymore. What else do I have?
An old-fashioned...
She even
Date.
Okay. Did we ever look in the locker? I don't think we did.
Just a locker.
Go for it. Open it. Whoa! Whoa!
It's all right. More importantly...
Ah. Of course. That's how physics works. Yeah, this happens every time I open a locker. What the actual? I I just want to say I planned this all along from the very beginning. I just saved it for dramatic effect. It's still going.
That is...
I knew it. What did I say? What did I say? I knew it. I knew it was him.
What happened in that Somnium?
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
That means...
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
Me! It was I. All along.
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
I saw your face. The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer? You interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, girl. Yeah, right.
In the Somnium earlier, I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
I wouldn't know.
That was very helpful, Pewter.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection. Between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the
Oh,
same.
that's okay, Snark. You don't have
I
to
am
do it.
absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
How can you be so sure?
Because I can.
Because
Don't worry about
I
it.
have an
Just
AI in
trust me.
his eye, so I know everything he does.
Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about it. Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing, but in reality, it was dropped completely. The sinker does not always experience the somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. True, oftentimes a subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia, and why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee.
Exactly, Gretch.
We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all. It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed This can be expressed Dream D equals Memory A plus This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily those. In other words, fiction is built from...
So what I saw in Somnium earlier...
Yes. I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
Pewter, you said that memories happen in reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience is not. Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
Okay.
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
But what about the original killings?
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Yep,
Really?
just a coincidence.
Really.
Just a coincidence. Also, for some reason, we are missing one eye.
You know
Just
about.
a coincidence.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all four?
Summarize for me, boss. Oh, great summary. We didn't learn anything. Cool.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it. Hey, Iris. About that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sync does not experience somnium in the way
Professional sinker over here.
They will not
Getting
remember it.
confused.
Then what about the Cyclops killer from 6 years ago?
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news. But I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No,
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
He's kind of a 6-year-old. He forgets things.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about. Date, could you take Iris home?
Huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
You call what we saw not finding anything?
You cannot decline, Date.
Date, could we make a stop first?
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
You know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
What do you think?
There's no reason to refuse.
Are you sure?
Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. Alright, sure.
So do I, boss. You can't turn the wheel. The road is only straight. There are no turns.
Tessa!
Oh, Ota!
Why is Ota here? Isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
Never thought I'd run into you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marble, so... I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime. Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Mom was always dependent on the kindness of stranger ever since she opened Marble. What was that thing about?
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing. That you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
Geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you, who's that?
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
And that was how we died. Oh, no kidding. That's how we died. The end. It was a good game. When I woke up, I was lying on the sofa.
Where am I?
My head was killing me and my memory was foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. So, hold up. If ASAP was just trying to get rid of us, why would she why would she tell us to come here? I'm so confused.
It looks like you're awake now.
Whatever. As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything. What time is it?
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Where's Ota?
Ota? The boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
She's like alive and got her eye removed? She's very obviously breathing. Oh.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
Thanks, Mama, and ran out of marble.
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far from here.
Good
20
ETA.
minutes at the fastest.
Okay, there we go.
Please let me make it in time.
We are far. That's the ETA. I don't know why.
That sick bastard.
It's not like they've asked for something. This is kind of weird.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota!
Stay away from Tessa!
Is he both the polar bear and himself? Is he faking saving her again? I kept my foot to the gas the whole time. Could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Yeah, he's doing the two-witter thing again, I think. Eventually the car reached a long ridge, shortly after the image changed. The polar bear's back!
No, it can't be. No. Stop!
And then the feed cuts. Oh. Or that happens. The polar bear approaches the camera. She's not really dead, right, Crash? That's what I think.
No!
No! It wasn't the feed that got cut. Snark. she dead? Is she really, really dead? Or is her body What? Is there a body in there? Or is it just an empty polar bear costume? Is that Oda?
Ota.
He was the polar bear. Well, at least he is now. I guess he may not have been before. I don't know, man. It's weird. What's the motivation? Why? Why? Who?
There you
Quinn.
are. Finally. I was looking all over for you. It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide. Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota
Someone
decided
really
that he
didn't
and
like his
Iris should
fanfic.
be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
Nah, that ain't what happened. That ain't what happened. Come on.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by the same person. The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
Oda's behavior during the video.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice-cutting machine himself? I don't buy it. The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it. Making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
I told the boss what Aiba found.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice-cutting machine.
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on.
This is ridiculous.
Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice-cutting machine. And then...
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
Oh, okay, Snark.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnis Gate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill, and above all else, she would never harm...
Oh, I'm guessing the killer.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates. And she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
I think it was in 5 that had the dance battles.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous. Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras. But there's no connection to Iris. Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras. But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Me.
I know Renju and Shoko. And I'm connected to Iris. But I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No, now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer. I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
Of these killings.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do
Where
whatever
is
it takes to get
Iris's
the
body?
culprit. to get
If
justice
she's,
for the victims.
you know, dead, where was her body?
You're right. Got it, boss.
I stepped into the cold storage warehouse. The air conditioning wasn't running, but it was still cold. Temperature hadn't raised much at all. Cold air sunk into my skin, but the center of my body was burning hot. Is this Otis' blood? There's a cardboard box on the floor. There's nothing in it.
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Is this warehouse not in use?
There's nothing particularly suspicious. A wooden box on the shelf. It's empty. Forklift. Iris and Oda were sliced in two by this ice cutting machine. Iris and Oda.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Oh, they do have her body then. Okay. Okay, cool.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
An ice cutting
Right
machine.
here. Iris and Ota were...
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right. About that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound, or...?
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Maybe Oda was trying to help Iris jumping at the criminal. That led to a scuffle, and Oda ended up with a knife wound in his side. He lost all his power to fight back. He was forcibly put inside the costume, then finally cut open by the ice cream machine.
Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
Iris and Oda's bodies are under autopsy. Their bodies aren't here anymore. Right here, Iris and Oda were. Okay. Bloodstain A, Iris and Oda's blood.
This forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
A hook is hanging in the ceiling crane. Okay.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it. I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious. Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
No, nothing so far.
checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Okay, let's go. Let me know if you find anything. I'll let them know. Then I let them know, then left the warehouse. When I left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. What is he doing here? Walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
You're actually the original killer.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little...
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So, I decided to meet you here.
All right. Let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
That's what you said.
Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer. Although, it's more accurate to say, killers.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras. They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
Okay, so the born psychopath is me. Cool, 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 cool.
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust. It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means. Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
What was it?
Murder.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
So the drug they're giving us
slightly
to
more
stop us
complicated
from
than
being
that.
the crazy
Killing
man.
people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was 12 when he took his first life. That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again. That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you. 18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out. The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He needed to have them, to make them his own. Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge. His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings. At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
Okay.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice.
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
And one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that means one remains. Who is he?
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Oh!
Number 89.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
So what you're saying is the original killer was the ace detective himself. Okay. Mizuki is curled up on the sofa. She looked like a small animal frightened by a predator. What this? It's a Dora rabbit, a stuffed rabbit. I gave it to Mizuki for her birthday. Large speakers. Audio equipment. Her bed. Table. Carpet. 1-seater sofa. 3-seater sofa. Kitchen. Refrigerator. It's a pot. It's an oven hood. It's a door. Small window. Backpack. Oh, her favorite pipe. Click it. Favorite metal pipe. Our clothes. The rack. Window. Bench press. Did I touch everything? The light. Frying pan. Towel. Condiments. Did I touch it? Did I touch all the things? Pan is spot. Pan is spot. I touched this spot? I touched that spot. Cushion. I think we catch all the touches. About Iris. About Ota. About the warehouse.
Mizuki must know. About Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet. Not just in Japan, but worldwide.
Almost as thrilling as
3 days
watching
ago,
walls in
Mizuki
Cyberpunk.
discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best
Are you
friends.
insulting
It
the
is
way I
completely
play
understandable that she
games,
is at her
Scratch?
mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you okay?
Her,
Yeah.
both her parents and all her friends are dead.
Iba, contact Abyss.
Scratch,
See
you're
if they can
missing
get
something
Mizuki a
really
good
important to that message.
Understood.
I think you know what it is. I think you know. Wait. It's okay. I'll fix it. Okay. I guess we're going somewhere else now. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. The place was silent. It was so quiet I felt like I could hear the floating dust. Wait, what? You can't hear dust? It was empty, but I saw it shining in the corner of my eye. Oh, yeah. It was like watching a decaying old tree cling pathetically to the earth. Wow. Rude. He's pretty rude. I don't know the last time I saved. I must save. What's my flowchart look like now? Oh. We went up. I didn't think we'd go up. Yeah, we're saying hey to all the grieving folks. What? And has the uncanny ability to detect virginity. Sounds super useful. Oh. Mama and MoMA. That makes sense. Oh, you know some magic tricks. And beatboxing. He likes to watch dance and collect art. Interesting. He likes pandas. And women. Guns, drugs, money, women, power. Hobbies, investment fraud, and organ trading. Oh. Lovely. Good at torture. Won a dog training contest. And he trains dogs. He doesn't like animal cruelty, but he likes ass and erotic novels. He's decided he'd rather focus on training his favorite dog. Oh. He likes dominatrixes. He dislikes domestic violence, but his hobbies are dissection. Skills are suturing. Typically does office work. He's been fallen in love and lost a lot of weight. Okay. She likes yellow spotted river turtles. She dislikes men that act like ballers but are really scrubs. Her hobbies are gambling and partying. Her skills are anti-aging techniques. She is a receptionist. She's like men. She likes men that are real bros and can vibe with them from the jump. Lately, her shoulders have been stiffening up on her, though. Okay. Hey, it's our best friend. He likes ear picks, dandelions, afros. Dislikes people who don't remember his name. Okay. Skills, pretending to be dead. He's actually really cute when he takes his mask off, and he's single. Alright. Revolver. Emo. Okay. Okay. Totally unrelated to dolphins. That's what matters. Okay. 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 Dopamine. Okay. We party. Young men and women who frequent dance clubs. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I cannot even. A slang phrase that intentionally excludes the verb. Usually used to express bewilderment or stress. Okay. Hello. She's looking at photographs in her hand. Do you want to talk about it? Sorry to interrupt, but about Ota.
This is your fault. I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris, my boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Oh.
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
Well then. That was fun.
Are you okay,
Hello.
honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
Okay.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case. Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3? Iris?
No, not that one. The boy.
Ota?
He came here last night?
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
Snark, you cracked the case!
Have you heard the rumor?
Mm, 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 mm. 8 years ago, So sold his land in the Kawasaki district for 30 billion yen. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused the land prices to drop drastically. So bought back the land for 1 billion yen. Almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. Did So blow it up or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't get anything from that. He would end up with 29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a net zero. But there's more to the story.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kawasaki.
Alright, keep going.
Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kawasaki?
I have not.
So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kawasaki.
And it
I
needs
remember the
more
landscape of my
gambling.
childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kawasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces. But I promise you, I will revive the Kawasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kawasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kawasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off-limits.
Right, Gratch?
However, the air in Kawasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kawasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself. The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
So 10 billion. Okay.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip. What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kawasaki district? The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Alright, thanks.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
This is Iris's house, right? When I visited the Sagan household, I found Hitomi with a hollow look in her eyes. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down, but after that, I couldn't say a single word. The heavy silence weighed on both of us. What this? Nothing? Anything new to touchy? Not really. She still made us tea. Tommy is composed. She's hiding her sorrow deep in her heart, but she's gentle but strong. About Ota.
Ota was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school.
Oh, I was like,
I heard it from
he's
the police.
24.
Ota tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
About Iris.
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3, and finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up. Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But why?
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
No, please, tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Fuchu.
Prison?
$89?
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
I returned to boss's office to report. But I didn't see her anywhere.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
She's dead!
True.
Sat down in my usual seat and decided to wait for boss.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research. About number 89.
Okay. We know that. I think I'm gonna save right here because then next time when we start, we're gonna get a summary of everything we just did. Which will be good for my bad memory. Ugh. And also, then I don't have to listen to it right now when it is actually fresh in my mind. But hey, we got in some hard transition. We got in some good time with it. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's been a long day. But probably play more of this tomorrow. Or Cyberpunk. Or both. I don't know. You're gonna go watch Source 7 now. I don't think you missed too much, Snark. I think you missed maybe 30 minutes. But have a good night, everybody. See you next time.